Hello again, everybody. It's Charlie, and welcome back to the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone's doing all right once again today. So then, guys, the Euros is properly starting now. England's first game in the group stage tomorrow afternoon against Croatia at Wembley. As I just said, I feel like now it's time when the Euros properly get starting, when England play. Yes, there's been a few games played so far, but I don't really care about them. I'm excited for England and I can't wait for it to get started. Just before we get into this video properly, guys, smash that like button. Please subscribe. We're not that far away from 200 subs now, guys. So if you could do me a solid and hit that subscribe button, it would mean the world. And let's get into it. So then, guys, let's get into it. So then, first of all, I feel like this goes without saying, but it's so crucial that we get off to a good start in this tournament. I feel like if we could get a positive result against Croatia and actually play well as well, I think it'll do us the world of good. It'll give us loads of confidence going into the Scotland and Czech Republic games in the group, and hopefully the form and the momentum will just show moving further into the tournament as well. I'm very interested to see what lineup Southgate decides to go with. There's a lot of debate at the moment, isn't there, on the whole, Foden, Grealish, Rashford, Sterling, Mount, all that shit. But for me, in terms of the attacking threats and the forward line, my front three would be Foden on the right, Kane up top, and Jack Grealish on the left. For me, that's the best attacking three that England have got. And especially against a team like Croatia, who are the better team in the group other than us. I feel like we have to be playing our best team possible. I know that there's an argument for Jadon Sancho to be one of those three up top as well. He's the only one that I would kind of be okay with taking Grealish or Foden's spot. Let's be honest, Harry Kane's place isn't up for grabs, is it? But there's people talking Sterling and Rashford, and I just think, no, don't get me wrong, they're top quality players, but their form for their clubs this season does not warrant them a place in the starting 11. I think they need to be nurtured into the team naturally as the tournament progresses. I don't feel like they should be starting these games at the moment. They just don't deserve it. It's actually questionable that they're in the squad in the first place, if I'm being honest with you. But I understand why he's taken them, maybe for the tournament experience and things like that. But for me, they should not be starting. So yeah, I think they're our main attacking threats. Harry Kane is obviously world class. Let's hope he's on form and he's got his shooting boots on, because I think he'll need them. Jack Grealish is Jack Grealish, and he's unplayable really on his day. And for me, there's no one else that I'd want on that left other than Foden if Sancho does get picked for the right. But I think Foden can easily play out on the right as well. This could be his tournament. Foden, Kane, Grealish. That is the front three that I think England need to have up top tomorrow. The one thing that does concern me going into tomorrow's game, and I think it concerns a lot of England fans at the moment, is our defence. Obviously, Harry Maguire being injured isn't ideal. I don't think, judging by the stories that I'm hearing, I don't think he's actually going to be up to match fitness until the Czech Republic game, which is the final game of the group. So we'll see how that goes. But for me, with Harry Maguire out, if he goes with the back four, it picks itself for me. I'd have Kyle Walker, John Stones, Ben White, and Luke Shaw. I think Ben White in those two warm-up games looked really good at centre-half. If Southgate picks either Cody or Mings, I'll be absolutely baffled. Tyrone Mings didn't look like he even wanted the ball in those warm-up games. He looked so shaky, so nervy, and there's a mistake in him. And I feel like he could cost us against a team with Croatia's quality. So yeah, for me, it'd be Walker, Stones, Ben White, and Luke Shaw. I know there's an argument for obviously Reece James and Ben Chilwell to play at fullbacks, which, yeah, if them two did play, I could completely understand that. I wouldn't have any arguments. You know, they've both just won Champions League. So yeah, no dramas there. But in terms of the centre half spot, I feel like that's the main concern. I just hope he doesn't pick Mings. Give Ben White a chance. I feel like White and Stones could be a good partnership in the Croatia and the Scotland games. Obviously, when Harry Maguire's back, pains me to say it because I love Ben White, but Harry Maguire will get back into that team when he's fit. It's just inevitable. In terms of the midfield, obviously, as a Leeds fan, I would love to see Phillips start, but against a team like Croatia, I'm not sure Southgate is going to pick him for this one. He might play against Scotland and the Czech Republic when I feel like we can go a little bit more out attack and we can maybe afford to take the odd risk here and there. But I feel like Croatia, you know, that midfield that they've got is just unplayable at times. And I feel like Southgate will want a bit of experience. If Henderson is fully fit and can play, I think he will start alongside Declan Rice, with Mount kind of just as the floater in front of the two. But if Henderson isn't up to standard and isn't up to scratch in terms of fitness, it could be a really good test for Calvin. And it's one I think is more than up for. But we'll just have to see how it goes with that. Just to briefly touch upon Croatia as well, guys. Obviously, as I have mentioned already, they have got their threats. Obviously, the main one for me is quite simple, really. It's Luka Modric. He is unplayable at times. You know, he won the Ballon d'Or a few years ago, and rightly so. Quality footballer. He has the ability to just control that tempo in the midfield. His range of passing is good. He's quite good going forward as well, but I feel like he's more of a holder, and he does like to control that tempo, and he does it really well. There's obviously Kovacic from Chelsea, who seems to be, from what I've seen of him, he looks better at international level than he does at club level. So I think him and Modric in that midfield can potentially cause us some issues if we are at our best. In terms of the defence, the only one, having had a look at their team, the only one that I kind of recognise is Lovren, who used to play for Liverpool. He's a really good player as well. I'm surprised Liverpool actually allowed him to go. I think he plays for Zenit St. Petersburg now. Going forward, you know, the likes of Rebic, Perisic, you know, they've got threats all over. And I feel like this might sound obvious, but if England are at it, they can cause us some issues, just like they did in the semi-finals of the World Cup back in 2018. But they are there to be got at as well. Like I said earlier, I think Foden, Kane and Grealish can cause their back four some real issues, and hopefully that turns out to be the case. So then, guys, let's just finish this video off with a prediction then. So my prediction is going to be 2-1 England. I feel like Croatia have got enough quality to be able to put one past us, but I feel like overall, in terms of all over the pitch, we have enough quality to hurt them, and I feel like we will get that win. Hopefully Harry Kane can get himself on the score sheet, along with either like Grealish or Foden, just to give them some confidence moving forward into the tournament. So then, guys, as I said at the beginning, please smash that like button. We're nearly at 200 subs, guys. So if you're watching and not subscribing, please subscribe. It would really help me out. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you.